Who prosecuted the first war crimes cases? Have you ever wondered when the first war crimes were prosecuted and who was behind it? The story begins in the year 1474 with a man named Peter von Hagenbach. He was tried by an ad hoc tribunal of the Holy Roman Empire. This trial is recognized as the earliest known prosecution of war crimes. Peter von Hagenbach faced charges for his actions during the occupation of Breisach. He was held accountable under the principle of command responsibility. This principle states that military leaders can be responsible for crimes committed by their forces. Despite claiming he was just following orders, he was found guilty and executed. This trial marked an important moment in the enforcement of laws of armed conflict. Fast forward to the American Civil War, where another significant case took place. Henry Wirz, a Confederate officer, was tried and executed in 1865. He was held responsible for the terrible conditions at Andersonville Prison. This case highlighted the application of laws of war even before international treaties were established. In the late 19th century, the British court-martials during the Second Boer War also prosecuted unlawful killings of prisoners and civilians. These cases showed the growing recognition of the need for accountability in armed conflict. The modern framework for prosecuting war crimes began with the Geneva Conventions and the Hague Conventions in 1899 and 1907. These treaties defined war crimes and established protections for both civilians and combatants. They laid the groundwork for accountability in war, emphasizing humane treatment. However, the most notable prosecutions began after World War II with the Nuremberg Trials from 1945 to 1946. The International Military Tribunal was set up by the Allied powers to prosecute major Nazi leaders. They faced charges for crimes against peace, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. This tribunal was groundbreaking in applying international law principles on a large scale. It set important precedents for command responsibility and individual criminal liability. The trials involved judges and prosecutors from the United States, Britain, France, and the Soviet Union, showcasing a unified commitment to enforcing laws of armed conflict. These early prosecutions marked a shift from national trials to structured international mechanisms. They highlighted that individuals, including military leaders, can be held accountable for violations of laws protecting civilians and combatants. Key legal concepts emerged from these trials. Command responsibility means leaders can be held liable for crimes committed by their forces. The defense of just following orders was rejected, emphasizing individual accountability. The protection of civilians and prisoners became central to international humanitarian law. Today, these principles guide modern international criminal justice. The International Criminal Court and other tribunals continue to uphold these standards. The journey from Peter von Hagenbach's trial to the Nuremberg Trials illustrates the evolution of accountability in war crimes.